He puts Shin Godzilla as an honorable mention, which, I mean, to his credit, it's the best place he could have put it, as it's probably one of the most controversial versions of Godzilla. But he also says that it might be capable of slicing through every single Godzilla on the list, which there isn't really much proof for. And he does say that himself, that there's a lack of info. But there's no real actual evidence that it could cut through other monsters. He hasn't even fought another monster, but all we've seen it do is cut through buildings. He also brought up that people say that, Shin Godzilla can evolve to whatever it goes up against. Which, yeah, but its evolution ability doesn't seem that powerful. He wasn't even able to adapt to the military in time. It was able to come up with a chemical that could freeze the whole thing, and he couldn't adapt to it in time. So you can't really claim that, hey, it could adapt to any version of Godzilla, especially when you talk about legendary Godzilla, where he can level the entire planet, possibly. Shin Godzilla just doesn't have those kinds of feats to back up, hey, he can slice through anything, he can evolve against anything. Shin Godzilla is just a more realistic take on the character, so those ridiculous claims are just, there's nothing to really back it up. And someone's brought this scan up to me where it gave a list of Shin Godzilla's future form past his fourth form, where he continues to evolve. And in this, it says that his fifth form is able to fly and multiply itself, can shrink, just do a bunch of crazy stuff. And what they focus on is that they say that in his hypothetical seventh form, he is able to contain a small universe within his body. Now, they say that as if it means, there's a universe inside of it, so in order to destroy it, it has to destroy the small universe within it. That doesn't really mean what you think it means, especially when you compare it to Cyclops from Marvel Comics. His eyes contain a portal to another universe filled with a bunch of energy. That's where his lasers come from. So his head contains a universe. So does that mean that Cyclops is now universal? It's flawed logic, really, and it's not hard to debunk, and this is a very shaky source, and we've never actually seen him do it. So, and his hypothetical eighth form says that it transcends physical law and reaching the quote-unquote level of a god and immortality. We don't know what the level of God is in terms of the Shin's universe. It could mean, could he destroy a universe? Could he just destroy a planet? There's not really any concrete evidence there either. Just calling someone a god isn't enough to make him strong enough to destroy a universe. King Kai from Dragon Ball Z is a god, and he might be weaker than Yamcha from that universe. So it's just being called a god isn't good enough to really put you on a high level above everybody else. So
10. Starscream. The most duplicitous and cunning villain in the series, Starscream is one of those Decepticons that deserves the top spot on the power scale. Right off the bat, he demands attention when he single-handedly launched an attack that crippled Bumblebee, as Ironhide realized too late who the fighter really was. He proves that he can be aggressive in his pursuits when he targets Sam, destroying every obstacle in his way. I know he doesn't always exhibit some of the brave qualities of his Captain Megatron, but he's smarter and knows when to retreat when things get hot.
Not to call you a coward, Master, but sometimes cowards do survive.
Starscream is armed with a rotary cannon, missile launchers, and a saw. Don't let this Dorito-shaped antagonist fool you like he did the squad of F-22 Raptors in the first film. He could easily blend in, transforming in and out of his alt mold, performing some kind of jet judo shit. It's unfortunate that we didn't get to see our treacherous villain overthrow Megatron. It would have been cool even if it was only for a split second. No